Nah, I forgot to turn on my mic. Thank you for for pointing that out to me, Anu. Now I have to say everything that I just said already. Okay, so in short, hello, welcome to the channel, Total Battle Complete Guide. Big shout out to Anu Rag for pointing out that my microphone was off. That's a rookie error. I haven't come across that yet. Anyway, I was just saying that, yeah, look, I have plans. The original plan was to come to a quiet kingdom, set up a clan, build it from scratch, and bring any members in that were interested in joining that clan. I have since had a couple of conversations with a few old friends of mine, and I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move again to another kingdom. It'll be 18 days, I think it is now. I'm nearly sure I'm 18 days. Yeah, I think I'm 17 or 18 days in before I can move. So I've gone into a smaller clan. I'm giving them a hand for the minute by way of chests. I'm doing a lot of level 25 citadels. This is not in Seasonal Kingdom, by the way. This is the plans going forward to for the main account. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to a kingdom that is established, has a king, a good friend of mine from the clan I used to be in. And I think that's the way to go, because there are a lot of feeder clans and sister clans from this main. And it will give players who may want to come to the kingdom to also learn the game, but maybe 200 million, 300 million might and more, or slightly less. You will have the ability to not be stuck in a small clan. So you'll be able to move around clans that are slightly bigger, that have members similar size to whatever size you are, going right up to the elite members that would be 1 billion might. So look, that's the plan. It'll be open to anybody to come to. And obviously you can come there for either a short period, 37 days, or maybe twice that. Come, grow, build your account, and then you can decide whether you like it there and stay, or whether you want to move on to another kingdom or not. Look, I know a lot of players in the game. A lot of people have reached out to me that weren't aware that I was running a YouTube channel. A couple of players who I know are really big players in the game, and I know they will help and come on board. There's a lot of feedback that I'm getting that are people are telling me that, you know, what I'm doing is great and it's good for the game and it's good to help players, and a lot of people really want to get involved. So yeah, look, it's all going to move forward. So who's in? 2 members. Yeah, look, thanks for noting that microphone error. Like I say, rookie, huh? Your hero is level 8 and reaching to level 10 would take ages. Yeah, Rizwan, really it is. If I mispronounce anybody's name today as well, my apologies. I can only go by what I'm seeing on the screen, okay? So Rizwan, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. You will grow. Look, it's a process, okay? You look at bigger players in the game and you go, oh, look, I'm never going to get to that size. It does happen in stages, okay? When you're low level, don't worry too much about your hero, okay? Your hero isn't really important early on in the game. Your fighting captains are really important. So if you don't have any of the fighting captains like Cleopatra, etc., you don't want to spend any money, then work on your Captain Adi. But moreover, at the same time as you work on her, work on Captain Carter. Captain Carter you won't have yet probably, but when you can, honestly, get him. He really, every time I do a video or I do a live stream, I'm always banging on, talking repetitively about Captain Carter. And there is good reason for that, because he will help you get much stronger in the game and fast too, okay? So don't worry about your hero. It's not a problem. Work on your Captain Adi. I have a few videos on my channel. Go and have a look at one that involves you using mercenaries to gain valor points and just farm valor points. That slowly will build your captains. What is the difference between Cleo and AD? Sorry for misspelling. That's okay. Isn't AD always better than Cleo? Yeah. How to answer this? So when you're a low-level player, okay, as you are, AD is definitely important, and more so important than Cleopatra, for one reason, and that is that AD will give your guardsmen a boost in strength and health. Early on in the game, if you can get Cleopatra at the same time and you are prepared to do the spend and get her, I would strongly advise it, because Captain Cleo gives a strength to your whole army, whereas Captain A-Day only gives a strength to your guardsmen. So when you get a little bit stronger and you have guardsmen and specialists and monsters and maybe mercenaries in an attack against an epic squad or whatever you're attacking, your Cleopatra will give a boost in strength to everything in that army, okay? Whereas Captain A-Day will only boost your guardsmen's strength. So it's just you're getting a better all-round attack strength by using Cleopatra. But like I say, it's not a must. Captain A-Day is fine for when you start out. Any of the captains that are normal captains in your count when you start, that's all good. But don't forget about Captain Carter, please. You will thank me later, believe me. He brings in everything. He brings in anything you get in a crypt. When he opens a crypt, you're going to get benefit from that. You'll get silver from it, etc., etc. And obviously he's going to get you fragments of armor and gear that you're going to need to progress in the game. So he really is important. Cheers, by the way. Happy Saturday, happy weekend, guys. I'm having a glass of wine with my feed today. Keep me sane. That's what I didn't say. Well, my mic wasn't working. Shh, don't tell anyone. Anyone else who's just popped onto the channel, don't be afraid to say hello. Don't come in, stay for a couple of seconds and run away. Please get involved. More questions I get, the better, and it drives the stream as we work along. Mimics. As I say, I'm in Seasonal Kingdom at the minute, just doing a few homework tasks that I need to do. Forest Blade is starting in 16 minutes, so we'll do a few attacks in Forest Blade. In fact, you can't see because I'm in the wrong place. How would I move me? Come on over to the other side of the screen there. How's that? Better? That and that. Now, that's better. Now I'm on the other side of the screen, and now you can see what I'm talking about. So Forest Blade, as I say, is starting in 15 minutes and 9, 8, 7 seconds. So we'll do a few soirees there. I'll have to train a few troops. Anu, thanks, and like I say, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining, and thanks for pointing out my little error earlier on. Okay, so what'll I do? Let's train a few troops here. I want to do one thing first, and that is that. And I need to check on my food. Actually, I must have an army. Oh yeah, well I did train a few earlier on, so I should be good to go. Yeah, as I said already, I'm struggling now. Really, I'm struggling to try and get G8. This is in Seasonal Kingdom, by the way. If it wasn't in Seasonal Kingdom. Yeah, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. What else am I saying? Anu, your G5 in your account got a G7 in Seasonal. How do you change your account? It's very straightforward. You don't actually have to change it. All you do is you just play your G7 account continuously. So between accounts, obviously, when you click on the account tab at the top of the screen, can you see that? Yeah. So when you click on account there, your two accounts will be there. You just play your main one. So whichever one you're happier to play, just continue to play it. The only difference is what I would suggest you do is either when the Seasonal Kingdom ends or when you decide to finish and you don't want to go any further, get yourself a Kingdom teleporter, and then you can teleport out of Seasonal Kingdom to wherever your G5 account is. And obviously then you can continue to play your G7 account, but don't forget, don't just leave your G5 account. Your G5 account will be important, and you can turn it into a silver city, i.e. a city that's going to create silver for you daily, and it will help to feed your G7 account. So yeah, you are definitely the type of member that I think I could help and my friends could help to bring you on and explain bits and pieces to you about creating a silver alt. Maybe you have one already, I don't know, I'm just taking a guess. But given the fact that you're saying you're going to switch to your G7, I know a lot of people are going to do that, by the way. So yeah, there are a lot of people that I know in seasonal that have got much better accounts. It's just the way seasonal is worked. How often you get epics up to be able to attack, and how often there are events constantly running. So you're kind of forced in a way to try to have to drive that account forward. So yeah, you're not the first one. I would say from what I've listened to, there could be as high as maybe 15 to 20 people who have pretty much only started Total Battle in the last while, went straight into Seasonal Kingdom, and have already said, I'm not using my old account anymore, I'm going to go and use my seasonal one. So yeah, for you, Anu, definitely let's have a chat afterwards. If you're not on my Discord server, by the way, let me just put a link into the Discord server here. Anybody popping on, you're more than welcome to join the Discord server. There will be lots of useful information in there, and it's where you can hit me up and have a chat about things that you would like to discuss about your account, and how to progress further and faster in the game. So I'll just put that link up to Discord now, and like I say, you're more than welcome to join that. That's an open invitation invite to Discord. And in case you never used Discord before, it's basically just a chat server. There's several different rooms in it, all on my channel. And you can ask questions. There's general chat. There's an introduction where you can just go in and introduce yourself. You'll see where there's the tier member users. That's from my Ko-fi channel. That's specific just for those members that are in there. And what else is there? There's a lobby for a chat. I'm going to want to have a chat with a couple of friends regarding moderation on the channel. At the minute, I'm using just bots for moderation. It's working fine, but I just want to have other people. It's not so much for moderation. Look, this game that we play is generally, we're all adults. There's no children really playing this game. Certainly none that I'm aware of. And it's more just moderation as regards other people that can ask a question if I'm not on hand to do so. So yeah, I'm actively looking for moderators. I do have 2 people in mind. I've yet to have a conversation with them, but I'll be doing that this week. What else? G5 in your main and G7 and GC is not. Yeah, just a matter of interest, Anu. Tell me, what did you go for? Have you so you've saved all your armor in G7, but have you decided, did you go for Skadi or Beowulf, or did you go for the Forest Crown or the Heart of the Forest? What was your decision there? Interested to know. Who else? Rizwan, thanks. You saw an ad that the game had a mini game where my army keeps growing. You kill monster, but when I start a game from PC, the mini game is a bit different. It is. I know that mini game. It really is kind of something you more do on the app, on the mobile app. I have seen it in the main game. It's a bit. How would I say? It's a bit silly. There's a bit of a silly feel to the game. It feels very childish to me. I know you do get some silver and you get some wood and other things, stone and iron. You get some speed ups as well. I just couldn't see myself playing it. It is a little bit kind of left, right, up, down. I'm not mad on it, but I understand everybody gets a chance at the start, and you might see it as a useful way to get a little bit of resources. But honestly, yeah, I think it's a bit childish, me personally. Yeah, you're more than welcome, Anu. Like I say, we can have a chat, and you can reach out to me on there and message me anytime you want, my friend. What else? Thanks for asking. I took Beowulf reward in my G5 main. Okay. Well, that's kind of awkward, isn't it? So you've already sent Beowulf to your main account, and you're stuck now because you can't take it back to your seasonal one. That's a pity. Look, it is what it is. You obviously can't change them, and I suppose you didn't realize it maybe at the time, and that's why you decided to send it to main, and then you realized you were doing so well in seasonal, so you kind of, look, it is what it is. Like I say, I wouldn't Legru, hi, Anu, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Look, you've done it now, and maybe you'll end up using the two accounts at the same time. I know a few people who've done that. It is fairly intensive to have two accounts and running them simultaneously and putting the same amount of effort into them. But maybe just now that you've decided you're going to go with your Seasonal Kingdom G7 account, whatever you go with, if you continue and get G8, whatever you did for G6s, G7s, G8s, I would suggest, if it was me personally, given the fact that you've sent Beowulf now to an account you're not going to be active in, I would probably go, if you can, if you're staying on for G8, go for either the Forest Crown or the Heart of the Forest, because they give a strength boost, and you can then use them with, either Cleopatra or Hercules or something like that. If you don't have Ifrit Lord's Belt, of course, as well, that's another benefit to be able to use. So Legru, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining the stream. Good to see you again, my friend. As I said, I'm just playing in Seasonal at the minute, just waiting for Forest Blade here to start, and we'll do a few attacks on the Forest Hermit. I'm still struggling for my G8s. I don't think I'm going to be able to get there. I have 4.4 trillion now. It's going to be slow, and the problem I know I'm going to have is that players are going to start dropping out of our Seasonal Kingdom clan now, because obviously they will have reached their top point. That chest isn't far enough away. I hate having a slow march to a Mimic chest. All they had to do was put it one tile further and we'd all have been good. Oh well. Yes. Who else? Where are we as well? Join Angela. Angela, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining the stream today. If anybody has any questions they'd like to ask, please by all means pop them down there. Keep an eye there on the Discord server. If you haven't already gone to my Discord server, I've just pinned that. That's the Discord server for Total Battle Complete Guide. You're more than welcome to join that, and you can chat to me in there or chat to other like-minded members who are also a part of Total Battle Complete Guide. Just need to get a little bit more, I won't say interest, just need people talking a bit more in there, you know? It's good to talk, isn't that what they say? I'm happy with my my Rioja that I'm having sipping away on a Saturday evening, and as I'd said earlier on actually, and my mic unfortunately was turned off. Thank you for the two of you that mentioned it to me. Luckily I didn't do it for too long. I was watching the chat. So yeah, cheers everybody, and I know it was the 4th of July in the States 2 days ago. 1 day ago, yesterday. So I hope you're all celebrating safely and enjoying your Independence Day weekend. What else? Thanks for asking to Beowulf. Yep. So after the advice, looking forward to your relation on Discord. Yes, me too, Anu. I'm looking forward to speaking to you on there, and I hope we can all help you grow and make the right choices in the game. I had a few people the other day were making suggestions. So again, if you have a suggestion for a video or something you'd like to see me cover, then please by all means reach out, drop me a message. If you'd like a shout out, let me know. If you'd like some information about clans or maybe changing kingdom, by all means ask the questions. That's what I'm here for. This is a boring game to watch. It's not the kind of thing that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat interested, but the focus here is on learning and gaining information and knowledge in the game, whilst just watching me play a little bit of Total Battle in the background. I may drop out from time to time, but I will continue to talk. The reason for that, as you can probably see here, I have a personal message. Personal messages come in from time to time. They may be important and I may need to check them. If I do that, I'll just switch across to the Be Right Back screen. I will leave my webcam on. It will only be a second off the main game screen. But I hope you understand. I just want to preserve other players' and friends' anonymities. And as such, I won't have any private chats show up in the channel. So I don't get that many messages in the game. I normally get them off site. Look at this. Why is somebody making a second chest? Ay. That's why, because it's nearly gone. And I've just wasted my time walked that one because somebody's got there already. God damn it. The Making Bank. I would love to see some info about KVK. Not many videos on tactics and how to do it. That's a good question. And I will write that one down. KVK. Kingdom versus Kingdom is an event that I used to love taking part in. What I would say, though, the Making Bank, I don't know if you're playing a seasonal account or a seasonal Kingdom account. Let me know if you are, because I have a couple of questions for you. If you're not, then I can explain. So, a video about KVK. Yes, you are. Okay. So is this specifically a question to do with Kingdom versus Kingdom in Seasonal Kingdom? That's an important one. Any new members who've just jumped on, don't be afraid to say hello in the chat. Ask a few questions. That's what we're all here for. Let me just check this message while I am sitting here. So we'll do the Be Right Back screen. And let me just, no, in fact, do the Starting Soon screen. And I can take my webcam in. So I'm still here. You can still see me. Just checking this message here in the background. And simple as that, and then back to the live stream. So that's basically what I'm going to do. If I get a message in that I feel I need to check for whatever reason, I will do that. I'll just drop out of it, but I won't be gone. So it won't interfere with your viewing. Anyway, you never played either of them, so any information will be awesome. Okay, well, Neve, hello. Welcome, my friend, and nice to have you back. So, the Making Bank. KVK, I used to play it a lot with a couple of old clans. I used to play it with AAO on K74. I used to play it with Dodd in K78 and also K70 until it came to the stage where Rise of Ancients event began. And as soon as Rise of Ancients event began, everybody realized the gifts, the tar, the silver, the gold that you could get from that event. That's when pretty much Kingdom versus Kingdom ceased to be, to a certain extent, on the majority of the larger kingdoms, because all of those clans would be shielded because they're trying to protect the silver that they're getting from the Ancients event. So yeah, here in Seasonal Kingdom, I have to say right off the bat, I love Kingdom versus Kingdom here for two reasons. One is I feel it is a very good event for any player to be able to take part in, because you can steal a banner from a city that doesn't have, that's walls aren't down, sorry. You can steal a banner from a city that has a shield up, basically. Now, you might say, well, you still have to drop your shield to attack that. And that is true. But if you were to take, excuse me, if you were to take a high-level banner, a level 40 or 44, 42, 43, 44, 45, you get a lot of points for that. And the points rack up quite quickly, so you can get through your personal event gifts and get those, and you're benefiting from it. So it doesn't matter whether you're a level 100 million my player or you're a level 1 million my player. You can still go and attack another city, grab the banner from it and just try and hold on to it for as long as you can by either teleporting or switching to Ulrich, obviously. And the second reason is that your resources cannot be stolen from another kingdom. So let's just say we're on K1015. If we went to Seasonal Kingdom K1016 or 1011 or 1009 and I opened a portal to attack another city, and while I was attacking that other city, somebody hit my portal, I don't lose any resources. So regardless of whether I have silver or building resources, nothing can get stolen from me. So I like that format so much, and I think it would be super for smaller players to be able to have that option in Kingdom versus Kingdom in their main accounts. It really would help them grow, because you also get conquest points in your event prizes, gifts. And they, in turn, are so important in the game for a small player who can't do conquest point marches or isn't in a clan or isn't in a kingdom that CP marches are available, to be able to even get a little bit of CP from time to time without having to attack another player within your kingdom. During KVK, that makes it all possible. So there are several aspects of KVK in Seasonal Kingdom that are superb, and I think they should be adapted into the main account. Okay, in the main account, so to just answer your question on that, my feeling of it is it's an enjoyable event. If you're in the Bronze League, you really, really need to be in a massive clan to be able to progress into the Silver League. It's so hard to get out of Bronze. You can still collect banners, you can still get your personal points and your personal event gifts, but to be able to get ranked and to be able to have your kingdom move into the Silver League, which from there upwards it's a little bit easier to progress and to get promoted from. But yeah, KVK is good fun, was good fun back in the day when I started playing, but it is good fun still. But as I say, I really enjoy it in Seasonal Kingdom. It's just good. What I do in Seasonal Kingdom, I'm currently using Ulrich Hero, as you can see. I will use Ulrich the whole way through this for several reasons. I can't get attacks in from other players in my kingdom. So if I do have any silver on hand, which I rarely don't because it's all spent on troops, I can obviously, it's a 7-minute march with speed ups to my city of 4-hour march without, as you know. But the way I run it during Kingdom versus Kingdom in Seasonal Kingdom is I will normally only attack shielded cities. So for example, if I click on a shielded city, let's pick on a bigger one there. So there's a level 40, okay, that has no Ulrich. And if you look at their banner, they have a level 40 banner, which gives you 2,500 points in Clash of the Kingdoms tournament every 5 minutes. Excuse me. I will basically attack that city, regardless of the fact it has a shield. I can attack it and steal the banner. I send 1 scout and 1 captain. The reason for that is there's not going to be a battle, so I'm not going to die with just 1 scout and 1 captain. I use Captain Tangle, who's the fastest captain in the game. A scout is the fastest troop in the game. So between those two categories, I get in and out from that city in about 5 or 6 seconds. Works perfect. That means I can open a portal, quickly steal a banner, close the portal again, and long before somebody might realize there's a portal open and they want to attack it. So that's my little nugget of information for Seasonal Kingdom and how I would use it and how I basically get through and get all my points in it. But it is enjoyable. It's a good event. It really is. So yeah, so there's some info about that. You say I've never played either of them. Grand. Good evening from Neve. Please ignore me if I am bugging you a lot with dumb questions. Could you check a new tournament that popped up today? I'm sorry, I forgot the name. Something like Season Legacy. Yes. Okay. So Season Legacy is really important, and really important to you now that you have got a Seasonal Kingdom account up to G7. Let me have a sip and I'll just touch on it. Sláinte, by the way. Irish for cheers. So, Seasonal Legacy happens after Seasonal Kingdom ends. And basically what it is, there are 3 tiers in it. You have to get as many experience points as possible to progress through those tiers. As you probably know, at this stage, you get experience points from doing everything in the game, from crypting to attacking to killing monsters to killing epics. Plus, also, you get experience points that you can purchase in the Gifts of the Forest shop. So if I go in here and I can just show you, where were they? They're on the second page there, I thought. There is surely experience. Yeah, there it is. So these packs here of experience points. So there's 5 billion times 18, and there's 4 available. So what I would suggest you do on this account, okay, because you're not going to use your main, this is specifically to you, Anu, is save all of these experience points if you can. Do not use them. These are going to boost you and push you on further in Seasonal Legacy. And Seasonal Legacy basically is an event where you will be able to get artifacts. Basically all you need to level up your artifacts. So I don't have any artifacts here, but I'll just give you an example. So if this was the Forest Crown, it will give you the ability to be able to get stars, to be able to level it up, and also points and keys. You'll be able to get keys in it, a large amount of them. And the keys, obviously, as you know, will give the fragments that you need to be able to upgrade these artifacts. Okay, so they're very important. And as I say, for you specifically, because of what you said, you're going to keep your Seasonal Kingdom as your main from now on. Save those up whenever you get the opportunity. That basically is what Seasonal Legacy does. It gives you the ability to star and level up your artifacts and or your 2 captains that you can get, Beowulf and Skadi. So hopefully that explains it in short for you. But yeah, it's an important one, and you will want to spend as much time on it as you spent on this. But as I say, there's 3 tiers. I know it differs depending on the level, your might level, whether you're on just depending on the points that you need, the experience point needed to get up and complete all 3 levels. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's 3 levels. Yeah. Yes and no, Neve. Maybe you don't have any good hiding places. Put it this way, I've managed to keep my banners. I think I got 1 attack during a full KVK. Mind you, it did let them go at night, because I hate keeping banners at night. There's nothing worse than waking up in the morning and going, no, my banners are all gone, and having to start again. So I think there's ways and means. There's ways and means of being able to. Where are we going here? What are you doing, guys? Forest Blade. Oh, there must have been attacking Forest Blade. Yeah, okay, he's died already. If you pick a good hiding space, you can do fairly well. But I would suggest, again, just on the back of what Neve, don't spill it. What are you going to say there? Sorry. Neve, big flags on your city. Yeah, well, that's true, yeah. So just on the Seasonal Kingdom, obviously, the Kingdom versus Kingdom. Yeah, you have to hide. So you can't just stay where you are. There's no point in just staying in the realms of this. Having Alric is a must. Okay, for Kingdom versus Kingdom. Whether you're playing it in Seasonal Kingdom or you're playing it off Seasonal Kingdom, it is important to have Alric, because he just slows down any marches to your city and gives you a chance, an advantage to be able to jump, to teleport out of your clan territory to somewhere else on the map. To hide behind in this, sometimes people hide behind other buildings that are here, so as they can't see what banners they have, for example, like this, hiding behind a fort with the clan shield above it, so you can't see if they have banners. But look, as Neve said, yes, it is hard to hide, but if you do it when you're online, at least it gives you that opportunity to act. And if you have Ulrich, it gives you that extra bit of time to be able to act if something is happening. If you have a good clan on Seasonal Kingdom and you know the superiors are online or the leaders online, you can ask them to kick you from territory. So basically then they'll go into the clan capital, they'll go into territory, and they can find you on the list and kick you out. Although it does cost 4 million silver. But if you have already teleported within clan territory from an attack, that if another attack comes, there is that possibility to kick you out of clan territory. And it just means you have a chance to hold your banners a little bit longer. It's just to gather your points, okay? Thank you for the KVK insights, also the legacy pointers. You're very welcome, Making Bank. I hope that made sense. Big flags in your city. Big flags on a lot of cities now. That wasn't mine. Where am I actually? I'm a 40. I'm a 40 now. Come and get it, Neve, if you can find me. Hey, maybe we'll do a little bit of a swap. I must admit, I do that with other people, and we've done it before. Seasonal Kingdom is no different than normal KVK. And that is one good little pointer for you, or tip for you, Anu. So one option in Kingdom versus Kingdom is to have a city in another kingdom that's in the same league as you. And what I mean by that, for example, your main account is in a bronze league, let's say K200, okay? And K202 is also in bronze league. If you had a small city there, it doesn't even have to be a big one, you could use that city in K202 to attack a portal of yours that you might set up beside it during Kingdom versus Kingdom, so as you can steal the banners, hold them for a second while the attack that's coming into your main happens. The attacker gets no banners, and then you can steal the banners back from that city. That, I might do a video on that in the near future, but it's probably as easy to just do that. I'm going to do a lot of things now on live stream that I was going to do in videos, and just to try and keep it a little bit easier and straightforward to see everything here. I'm just going to close a window here because I'm getting a few fruit flies in. They must be smelling my wine. So give me 1 second and I'll jump up here from my seat. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. Knock on. It's just that time of the year for flies, and you have to move them when you can. Had one in here the other day and it was like a scene from Breaking Bad. I was chasing him around with a fly swat and I could not get him. And then he hid. And they always hide in good places. You'll never find them. They look like mosquitoes. Mosquitoes. Oh, let's not start talking about mosquitoes. Anywho, back to the chat. Anybody else who's joined, please don't be afraid to say hello. Please reach out. And if you see the pinned post that I have up, that is my Discord server. You're more than welcome to join it, and you get more information and details about the channel in there, etc., etc. What else? How do you use those XP points in your main? Do they transfer when SK ends? No, Legru, they're stuck there, unfortunately. You can't bring your XP points. My God, he's an annoying little fly. Fruit flies always are. They're so hard to find, so hard to catch. Sorry. Let me just take a sip. I'm getting stressed here. I hate flies. So yeah, anything that is, how will we say, anything that is specifically points related, you will not be able to take across to your main from Seasonal Kingdom. So an example, you can't take Valor points. This is just going to turn into me trying to kill a fly. You can't take Valor points. You can't take Conquest points. You can't take gold unless... You can take gold, actually. The only thing you could do with gold is you could use it to buy blueprints, and then you could obviously build yourself gold mines. You can't take dragon coins. You can't take tar. And you can't take points, other points, i.e. the question you asked, can you take XP points? No, unfortunately, they're stuck wherever they are. likewise on your main account. But if you're using your main account, I would strongly suggest, given the fact that Seasonal Legacy is coming up, I'm pretty sure it ends. Maybe Neve can confirm this. Challenge accepted. Maybe Neve can confirm this. Just I can't remember, but I actually haven't done Seasonal Kingdom before, so I wouldn't remember. I'm 99% sure that it begins as the second this ends. So this is showing me that in 36 days and 14 hours, Seasonal Kingdom ends. I'm pretty sure that that's when Seasonal Legacy starts. Seasonal Legacy. So yeah, somebody just confirm that for me, please. And that is, that's when it starts. What I would suggest you do between now and then, there's going to be several Ragnaroks in your main. If you can, go hard on Ragnarok, but save your points. And what I mean by that, if I can just find Ragnarok. Actually, Ragnarok is starting next couple of days, isn't it? Starting on Monday. Where are you, Ragnar? No, it's 4 days. Oh yeah, we're just finished. So I have a few points in here, but if you go into the shop and you go to these experience points from Jormungandr squads, you don't get them from Fenrir, which is a pity. You only get Valor points. So your Jormungandr points, try and drive them up in your main and keep them if you can save them, because you will be able to then take these each time it comes around. It's not madly expensive. Like, I mean, there's 16 of them there. At 130,000, so times 10 is 1.3 million plus 6, so it's about 1.9 million, just under 2 million, and that will give you then 15 billion times 16. That will help you jump up on Seasonal Legacy. And Seasonal Legacy, if I remember rightly as well, Neve, how long did that run for? I know I played in it once before, but then I realized I was wasting my time. I stopped when I got all the keys. There was no point in going forward for the artifact and the armor bits and pieces that you get. I thought it ran for about a month. Am I wrong? Am I right in that? What else? So yeah, I hope that helps you a little bit. Legru answers the question about the XP. 30 days. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Anu, it's a lot. Thank you. Best wishes, your good health and wealth. Thank you, sir. And I will wish the very same to you. Cheers. Yeah, Legru, that's a very good point and a good plan. Great idea, because just one thing to mention, in your normal account, in my normal account, when we used to play Kingdom versus Kingdom, you would normally get, if you didn't have backup like that, okay, if A, you weren't in a clan that gave you a lot of reinforcements, if you had a lot of banners and you were getting attacked, or B, you didn't have a banner swap city, which basically is a little bit like you've just suggested there with allied clans. If you didn't have that, the only way that you could try and keep your banners was to jump all around the kingdom and hide in places and hope you weren't found. But having an alt city, be it your own personal alt city or a clan's alt city in another kingdom that's in the same league as you, made a massive difference to whether people bothered coming back and trying to attack you again and steal your banners. And we used to do it very, 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 very easily and very fruitfully, that you might have, you'd have hundreds of banners literally. And an attack would be coming in on you, and you would literally wait until the attack was like 30 seconds out. You would go to the clans, which was a clan's alt city in a different kingdom. You would open a portal in that different kingdom right beside your clan's alt. The alt would attack you. You would have to move all your troops out, because the alt cities that do this banner swap are usually very small. You're usually only attacking with maybe G1 guardsmen, maybe 100 of them, and one captain. But that's fastest. So you would have to be able to take all your troops out of your city. You would attack, steal all the banners. The attacker who was coming at your main would attack you. There was nothing there, no banners to steal, and they would return empty-handed. You would straight away then re-attack the alt in the other city, take the banners back, And the players were going like, I've just attacked him. How did I not steal his banners? And then they realized, obviously, what was happening. So you would find that you would end up with hundreds of banners and nobody would come near you because they know that the reality is that you could just swap your banners. You could move them out of your city until the attack took place and then take them back again. So, you know, it was a no-brainer, worked really well. And it is handy that you have an allied clan that you're able to do that with, to exchange of banners. So yeah, it is very useful. And obviously then it's helpful too, because if you have a few of you in the clan that are doing Kingdom versus Kingdom, you can then swap those banners around. And if you're clever, try and only collect banners from a different kingdom. So for example, you're in 1015, they're in 1013. Don't collect banners in either of those two kingdoms. Go to the other 4 or 5 and take banners from there. That means that when they steal the banners back from you, they don't lose any banners. They're not getting lost and going back to the clan or the player city that they came from. So, for example, 105, 1013, 1015, 1013, steal banners from 110, 111, 19, 114, 116. And that way then, each time the banners are swapped over between you, they're staying there. You're not losing anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're not going back to that other clan city. Yes, correct. Thanks, Neve. Olympus on Monday and I think 30 days. Yeah. Princess, welcome. Thanks for joining the chat. I want to have a chat with you, actually. Have a chat with you during the week. Have a proposition. Yeah. To do that now would be kind of hard. Might be something I will leave for I'll leave that for a video, but it will probably have to be a video from my main account. I might even play Kingdom versus Kingdom actually on the main this week. I think it's on this week, isn't it? When's the start? It is. It's on the day, isn't it? Tomorrow or tomorrow night? So video by KVK, and I'll just include in that the reinforcement jumps. So just in case anyone is wondering what exactly my good friend Princess is speaking about, it is like this. So again, back to my main account days, when we used to collect banners, and if we didn't have an alt city to be able to swap them out, what would normally happen is you would get a lot of reinforcements into your city. So let's say we were in a clan of 80 to 100 people. I might get 40 people sending reinforcements to my city to help me save all my banners. What can happen during Kingdom versus Kingdom, if another big clan really wanted to attack me, they could send a clan march. Now, a clan march takes longer than a march that a normal march would against an Ulric city. For example, march on an Ulric city takes 4 hours. With full 50% speed ups, it takes 7 minutes. 7 minutes and 23 seconds, I think it is, to be precise. But a clan march basically means that everybody in this other clan on the other kingdom were trying to steal my banners, and they all sent reinforcements to one player, and that one player was then going to attack me and try and basically beat all our reinforcements. You would know if that's happening because the clan march takes 14 minutes at max. Okay, so it's 4 hours for a march on Ulric City, but you can only speed it up to 14 minutes max. You cannot speed it up with 66% or 75% speed ups. So therefore, I would know that a clan march is happening, and I may go, okay, we're not going to be strong enough to withstand this attack. So what I would do in that case is I would send all of my troops out on a march and include the clan reinforcements. So for example, I would pick a nearby city. I would normally have decided beforehand which city that would be. It would probably be an alt city in a silver alt clan that's right next door to my city or somewhere on the map. and I would be able to click on that point, find that city, for example, make a portal beside the city, and then I can send an attack on the city just before the attacker arrives, and I can send all my reinforcements out, plus my own army, and when that attacker then hits my city, they don't kill everybody, basically. So it's just a way of being able to remove all of your troops and at the same time save your reinforcements. What you would have to do, obviously, in that case is you would have had to have the banners removed from your city, because otherwise that clan march would steal your banners. So that's a kind of a, it's you have to have your head screwed on when you're doing it, put it that way. It's not something simple. It is something that you have to know that you're going to do. Everybody has to be aware of it, because you don't want anybody sending a teleport. Yeah. I see your point now. So as I said, you've opened a portal. You've sent all of your troops plus all of the reinforcements out of your city, and you then teleport. So I move from whatever position my city is in. So from here, I'm going to send all the reinforcements out plus my own troops, and I'm then going to jump to this tile here, for example. I'm going to click teleport. After I've done that, I can teleport my city to there. My troops plus all the reinforcements are marching elsewhere, and I've managed to keep them. Once they're finished the march, I do have to put a portal. This is kind of long and convoluted. Once you've done that, you have to put a portal where your troops and the reinforcements are marching back from. You don't want them marching back to where you've just jumped to, or you've then given your location to the clan who has tried to attack you. So look, it is an awkward one. I made a note here, and I will make a point of doing a video on that when I do a Kingdom versus Kingdom one. But I think it's easier to show you how it's done. It doesn't have to be during Kingdom versus Kingdom. In fact, I can do it at any stage. I can get people to reinforce me. I can show what I do, and then I can show them how I get all the troops back to my city. And at the same time, I can move my city to another tile. Okay, so I definitely do a video on that. We have to bear in mind, Princess, that they're not all pros on here. There are people here that are happy to just do normal things in Total Battle. And for sure, Kingdom versus Kingdom is something that is a long way ahead and beyond many people. And a lot of people will even never play Kingdom versus Kingdom. But as I mentioned earlier in the video, before you jumped on, I do like KVK in Seasonal Kingdom. And I think there are aspects of it that could be drawn across to the main. I think it'd make it a lot of fun for a lot more players. I'm missing all of these. I'll have to hit this thing in a minute. I may as well turn on my bonuses. Do some work. Don't be just sitting here chatting all day. What do I want? Don't want health because I'm going to die anyway. Clan bonuses are on. Royal bonuses are on. And so that's gone. Yeah, these are getting stolen at about 800 million might now at this stage. UFC, a clan here in this kingdom, are pretty strong. In fact, I don't know where you're not on the same. Oh, okay. So you two know each other. That's good. That's good to know. And no, I know she doesn't do normal. She's a special lady, huh? Yeah, these guys are fairly big. There's somebody in UFC. I don't know if you guys are. You're not on 1015, sure you're not. But how many of you have players who have hit the billion might or nearly hit the billion might in your kingdom? The money they've spent. My God. Anyway. So where are we? Anybody else who's joined the channel, don't be afraid to hit that chat button. Ah, yes, you are. Good. Denver, welcome back, my friend. Nice of you to drop in today. I think I'm hitting a better time for all my friends in the US. I hope you are having a wonderful 4th of July weekend, because I know you don't just celebrate one day, not when it falls on the weekend, right? You've gotta live it up and enjoy your holiday period. What else? You like propositions? Yeah, for sure. You may not like this one, but we'll talk. We'll talk real soon. I like this city, actually. What is this? This is the most recent one, yeah? That's pretty. It is the most recent one. And he has it already. What are we into this? Triumphal Challenge. Is that the city from this Triumphal Challenge? What? Where's Siowa? How has he got that already? Look at me. I'm only 2.4. That's just crazy. In fact, loads of them have it. What might level is he? Sorry, I'm just adoring people's cities here. Getting a city horn. Yeah, and they have that clan capital. Oh, these guys have spent $1.50 on this game. You're probably in UFC, are you? Send out troops, teleports. The troops will come back to you. Oops, what's going on here? Give me 1 second. I'm going to just drop out of my webcam for a second. I just want to check something. Sorry, I'll keep talking. I just had a hit on my security camera outside. I just want to see what's going on. I'm not expecting any visitors today. Actually, we'll have to fix that. Oh yeah, I know why now too. Yes, that explains a lot. And 3, 2, 1, you're back in the room. Sorry about that. What else? Yes, I have missed you too, Denver. Send out troops, teleport to cities, princess down to normal, lol, M1052. Yeah, I might have known that. Keeping a close eye on me. Well, at least you're better here. That means you're not going to steal my banners during Kingdom versus Kingdom. You should. Yeah, you messaged me, didn't you? No, you didn't. Message me, will you? Because I know you will have somebody in another kingdom. And I keep having to hit my couple of buddies here when I'm trying to transfer banners and save them during KVK. So yes, let's have a wee chat. Should have been chatting about this long before now. Anywho, what else? Where else? When else? Okay, come on. I'm going to go and hit Forest Blade. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Good. Well, then, Neve, you will be my go-to. I assume you play KVK. So let's do something this KVK and let us get together and save these banners for a while. I know you will be a good help. Sadly, Princess will probably be sleeping somewhere when I need to move my banners because I'm not playing quite at the same time. Okay, let's see if I have these things set up ready for an attack. What am I even wearing at the minute? Well, that's not much use to me. I got some. Actually, here's a question for you two guys while you're here. And anybody else who would like to jump in and have a chat because your seasonal kingdoms may be further improved than mine is. I made myself a set of purple epic armor today, and I think I wasted the time doing it. The reason I did it like this was I thought I'll stick it onto the hero rather than using it where I tried it on Cleopatra, and even though it is as strong as this, it doesn't trump it for an attack. Excuse me. It doesn't trump it for an attack against an epic squad. In fact, it was poorer. That was probably down just to my my gems that I have on there that are boosting it. I didn't switch them across. But yeah, maybe I wasted my time. But anyway, let's. I'm going to have to go through this whole routine. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to have to pull up my troop calculator. By the way, Princess, did you see the new video I put out? And I know we haven't changed what you wanted me to change on the sheet, but like I say, that's an ongoing process. It's not just a simple case of dragging a field, a row up or down, as the case may be. But did you notice and have a look at the new video and see how it does select your mercenaries and monsters in correct order once the inputs have been put in right? That's what I wasn't doing on the original video. Hope everybody saw that. If you didn't, go have a look at it. Okay, come on, guys. There's 15 of you online at the minute. Say hello in the chat, please. We don't bite in here. We're really friendly. Most of us, anyway. This is my Saturday glass of wine. Normally on a Saturday, we're having a nice big piece of steak now with a glass of wine. Okay, enough talking and do what you need to do. Okay, so let us have a wee look here. I'm not going to put this on the screen, but I'm just going to work on my... I'm working my army here in the background. 132 is what I'm looking for. So I think that's about 240. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I am just changing my troop calculator here to get up to the level I need to be able to attack some epics. 132 is my leadership value, so I'm just inputting this into this really useful troop calculator that so many people are impressed with. And again, a big shout out to my buddy Jedi Tuco who put this together. It's a joy to use when you work it out. It may seem like a lot of work, but guys, honestly, this thing does its job. Ask Princess. She'll concur. Neve, did you have a question actually on that? Or did you work it out? Did you look at the new video yourself and see that I won't say I didn't, but I alluded to leave out a couple of things, and that was because I wasn't sure about them myself. 32, sorry, I'm just checking my mercenaries here. Oh no, of course I'm going to have to change all this. Yes, this is going to be a messy attack, but anyway, let's just go for it. The one thing I did do, the one thing I did mention, and funny enough, I haven't actually proof tested this. Excuse me, I'm going to have to go out to the door here. I knew there was somebody outside who wanted to do something. Sorry guys, I'm going to leave the feed running. I'm just going to jump off here for 1 minute. My apologies. I can't do anything about this. Sorry about that, guys. We had a pooch on the loose. A dog, a woof woof. And not a big one, a small one. So I just had somebody calling on my door asking if she could come into my garden and check for her dog. It keeps escaping. Put it on a lead, I say. I didn't say that, obviously. I'm not going to be like that. But these are the things that happen in live streams. It's life, right? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I'll need another glass of wine after that. Okay, hang on. Let me go back to my chat so as I can see if anybody said anything. Yes, sir, may be happy. I'll pout at the Empire guy to get the troops rearranged if needed. For now, I just copy them into Notepad and put them. Yeah. That made me lol anyway. I can't. Worth putting time to use a calculator. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's 100% worth it. I know the other ones are nice and flashy and lovely. Actually, Princess, did you get to use OPX Clans one? Did you see that online? I did try it for a while and I was pretty impressed with it. I don't think it was quite as good as Jedi Tuco's is. In fact, I know it wasn't, but I was impressed with the clean look of it and the way he ran it on the website. I did reach out to him and he asked me if I was interested in testing it with him, and he would give me 10% discount on it. I'm not giving somebody $10 a month, sorry, minus $1, $9 a month to test. Give it to me for nothing if he wants me to test it. Cheek of him, huh? Think I have better things to do in my time. Anyway, much happier with the one I have now. I know it looks convoluted and messy and there's numbers everywhere and stuff and you have to click on this, that and the other, but it is worth it, as I have seen time and time again. My clan members have seen time and time again, and now other people out of my clan circle have also seen and agree with. So yes, it is worth the time, guys. It is worth the time. I can't even remember what I asked you now, Neve. Yep, all sorted. James Morris, greetings, Curse, love your vids. They do help out a lot. Can't wait for more. Thanks, James. Yeah, I'm like I mentioned earlier on the video when I stupidly left my microphone off. I was chatting away here to my heart's content, saying all these really important things that was going to be happening and what I was going to be doing and X, Y, and Z. And I just glanced over the chat, and thankfully 2 members, Anu, who jumped on early, and somebody else, I can't remember your name now, I apologize. Let's go up to the top of the chat. Anu and Rizwan, so rightly pointed out that this numpty forgot to turn his microphone on. So anybody who comes back and watches this video later on, you're going to see me going for about 5 minutes. Fuck. Anyway, yeah, pouting's good. I like pouts too. Calculator, green, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, James. Look, I'm hoping to get more content up. It's just getting the right content, and there's a lot involved. Where these live streams are brilliant, okay. And once Seasonal Kingdom ends, and for me, it will end when I hit G8. I am not going all the way to G9. I don't care. Don't have the time for it. So at G8, I'm out of here, back to the main, and I'll be able to concentrate on more things. I do like the format more. It's easier to stumble across stuff in a live stream and then use that video afterwards as the video about the lesson, let's say. So, for example, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 or 7 videos that I want to do, have been requested, but I would preferably like to do them all on a live stream. One thing I will do or will say about that is I would have to stay away from the chat channel because it draws my attention to something that might be asked along the way. And whilst that is good in one regard, because if I had said something and somebody said, can you just explain what you're talking about there? And I could do that live, it also drags me maybe away from the point I'm making. Whereas in a video that I make regarding whatever it may be, about Kingdom versus Kingdom, about gems, about Captain Carter, I can edit that afterwards and before I put it up onto the channel so everybody can see a finished article. You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about the little silly stuff that I might put in, the aesthetics, as I like to say, you know, the funny faces, the whatever it may be. I just feel that I can finish it better that way than doing it on the fly on a live stream. I just think it's easier. It's both ways, okay? If I'm asked a question on a video afterwards, I have to nearly try and reference what question that may be asked, where in the video did I say that, so as I don't not contradict myself, but so that I don't say something or say something that I have made a point on and had that point in my head at the time to be able to make it understandable, if you get what I'm saying. I'm just gibbering now. What else? Yeah, I was going to do a bit of tacking here. So let me just see what I need. I did do this troop calculator. Go back into it here for a second. My apologies. I'm not going to change any of the settings, strength and health. I know they're changed. In fact, I will have to change one thing, and that is that my troops using my hero... Actually, sorry. Yeah, it's hero, right? Of course it is. What else would it be? Yeah. So I will have to just add the epic options, because now my army has a strength against epic monsters of plus 180%. That needs to be added to my calculator because I made the epic armor today. So bonus versus epics is 180. Enter. Okay, so let's set this up and do an attack. All bonuses are on. And where's my mercs? Okay, so I can take 9 of you. Don't mind me while I just type in one numbers to the screen. Talk amongst yourselves. Ask me a question. I can't see the chat channel right now, but I'll see it in a minute after I send this attack. 18 and 20. War Eagles, I can take 21. Let's round that. 20, 20. Jaegos, 24. I'll leave that as 24. Epic Monster Hunters. Have to try and do this fast so as I don't miss out on this. And we go 250 for you as well. In fact, no, we want you to hit for a definite more, so let's go 240. This is the worst part about doing all this troop selection, as many of you will know, because you're just about there and the damn epic gets killed. Galloper 277, 280. Quicksand 250. Scarface. Oh, I might just run at this. What are these now? Scarface is 500. Okay, let's go 500. I'm just going to round up on these because I want to get this attack away before that disappears, and then I can make a slight adjustment afterwards. 45 minutes? Oh yeah. I'm not going to get to hit this, am I? I just forgot. 1 minute 19 seconds. Well, that's going to be dead before I got there because I forgot that I've run out of my attacking monsters and attacking players on the world map at a faster speed. What are we saying here? I didn't look yet, Kerf. Does the calculator work specifically for raids? It does have, yeah, it does have a raids. It does have a raids. Sorry, I'm just looking at this person catching their dog at the back garden here. Kind of comical. It does have a raids option. I haven't tried it, being honest, Princess. No, I might give it a go, actually. Go back in main. I'm giving a small clan a hand out at the minute. And what's coming up next? When did you say Olympus is on, actually, Neve? Let me go back here in the chat. Olympus is on Monday. Oh, Olympus is on Monday here. Is it on Monday? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you were just replying to. So yeah, Kingdom versus Kingdom in Seasonal Kingdom starts in a day. Oh yeah, Olympus doesn't happen here, of course. Great. So Olympus starts on Monday. So then we'll be able to do raids. The Chimera is raids, isn't it? Hey, I did hit him. I probably didn't hit 3 stack though. Nope. 77.7 billion. And what did that get me up to? That got me 11. Let's just select all of these so as I get my bonus. And was it give me a long way off being completed? Oh, I think I need another drink of wine. Vaults are on today. Okay, thanks, Neve. I'll have to pop across to that so later on and give them a hand. I think they were killing their ancients, but I might get them to maybe go for another 1 or 2 because I'm there and see if they can have a little bit of help. I'll probably just knock them down a bit rather than I'll get my chests maybe. I don't even know what level they are actually in the clan I'm in at the minute. think it's SWA or SWT I'm with. Funny, isn't it? I can't even remember the clan. And that's what happens when you jump kingdom and you decide to do something else, and then you decide to give somebody else a help, and all of a sudden you realize, whoa. Okay, let's just bring back my mercenaries and my monsters and kill everything else. What else? Runics are in seasonal. Okay. I'll have to remember to do that so as well. It's all go, go, go. Okay. So, let's try and get the rest of it right then. Let me just check something here. I'm going to just come off the main screen because I just want to check on a chat message. Okay, so without saying this person's name or what clan they're with, he has a question. I have a question that might be helpful for other players watching your live stream. I have Beowulf Skadi on my main account, and I was curious if you would recommend selecting Beowulf Skadi stars or hearts crown fragments for your seasonal kingdom level rewards. That is a good question. Being as you have both, I assume, as you said, Beo/Skadi on your main account, so you must have both. You're asking me whether or not you should go for the forest, for the crown or the heart. For me, I feel and felt that the artifacts were more important than the two captains. But that being said, if you have both of those, you're probably leveling them up or is using those more so than Cleopatra and Hercules, I assume. So if that's the case, you may wish to maybe improve both of those captains. But me personally, I think that the two artifacts are giving you more than the captains are. Like, you could leave those captains just one starred, but continue to level them up. The higher the level they go, obviously the stronger they'll be, stronger/healthier they'll be. But the two artifacts you really want to star up, because that's where you're going to get your more bang for buck in a quicker sense, because obviously you are going to be able to improve and boost that as you star and level it up. So yeah, my suggestion there would probably be to go for the artifacts, but that's my opinion on it. Somebody else might totally disagree with me here and say no, I'd go for more stars on Beowulf or Skadi. Look, I've this, as I say, I've only done Seasonal Kingdom once. This is the only time I've done it. I won't be doing it again. I'm only here for those two artifacts. I already have Cleopatra and I already have Hercules on my main, and they're the two captains that I will use in that scenario. Sorry, I'm just a little bit short-sighted here because I want to keep an eye on this. I can get way more troops, but I'm not going to be able to do that in time. Again, I don't know if I'm going to make this in 40 minutes. I'm going to have to go and get the speed ups, smart speed ups. Everything in this game costs $1, right? I might be just lucky, actually. What are we now? 7:03. Princess, run, quick. Shh, go get it. It's on 529. Y value 529. Well, again, I'm not going to get there in time. This is gone. 300 million. I just wasted my time. Fuck. Yes, this is something you see about... Okay, so Princess says it depends somewhat on what level he got to in Seasonal Kingdom. That's a good point. And what he is in main. As G8 in Seasonal Kingdom, that reward, it makes sense to take the fragments. If it's who I think it is, this guy has decided he's probably going to do his Seasonal Kingdom, use his Seasonal Kingdom account after the game finishes, and he's not going to use his main account anymore. But I could be wrong. It might not be the same fella. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing here. because he's messaging me in game. Okay, so he's just said thanks for answering his question. I can't see the rest of the message. I'm not going to close down the screen again to go into it. But yeah, hopefully it is the fellow who I think it is. And he is active on the chat, although he's not saying anything. That's okay. He has obviously read your message and probably will understand that. Anybody else who's on today have any questions or would like to make any pointers? Please do so. As I said, it will be a short-ish stream today. I'm not on for the night. I have other plans and I'm not going to be here for too long. Probably another 30 minutes or so if I'm doing well. Okay, let's try and get this attack right. Oh, why is he still in a march? No, that's actually going to be a real mess. I don't understand. I keep getting these notifications. Somebody is going and searching for their dog in my garden. They called to the door and they asked me, their dog escaped. Can they go and find it? So I said, yeah, okay, that's fine. They did come in the other day, actually. The same thing happened. And they obviously aren't streaming live on YouTube, or they aren't on YouTube, so they won't see this message. I'm not saying anybody's name. But anyway, just put the dog on a lead. God, how hard is it to do? Like, yep. I don't have a dog, no. I don't have a cat either. I have had dog in the past, and I probably will get a dog again in the future. But for right now, I don't have any dogs. So I just bark at myself. Ruff! And no, I'm not getting down on all fours barking like a dog. So the requests are off. I draw the line. Okay, what was it doing here? I think I am going to have to just make a purchase because I can't be taking 45 minutes without speed ups to go to a march. So I'm going to take that off, and I am just going to make my speed up purchase, and I will be back on the channel. Anybody who's just joined the stream, don't be afraid. Don't change your screens. Nothing untoward is happening. I am just making a purchase in the game that I need to speed up my marches. And as soon as I've done that, I will be back with you immediately. Featured. Where is it? Oh, don't tell me it's not even there. Oh, it's limited. No, it's not. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Whew. That's close. Actually, there's a little pointer for any of you who are interested. Anybody who does make purchases in the game, were you aware that if you pay through Google Pay, you do end up getting credits? And those credits can then help you with purchases. I wasn't aware of that. It's totally new to me. And I will probably set that up in the future. But for now, I'll stick to what I normally use. That's PayPal. I feel it's safest, and that's just the way I do it. So that's that done, and now we can log out and close that window and hit retry. And this will reload, and in about 10 seconds I will be back on the screen with the window. Okay, so let me just take my free and go back to my game and back in again, and now we're looking for an epic squad. Okay, now we can work a little bit faster. Brian, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Welcome. Cheaper on the laptop rather than through Apple Store by a good few euros. Yeah, I don't use Apple Store at all, Neve, I must admit, even though I'm an iPhone user. Have been for many, many, many moons now, right back to when I used to do repairs on them. But yeah, I do it on the PC rather than the phone. It's a bit of a rip-off, really. The extra they will charge you for it. Okay, let me just set these up right now this time. So my marks were good. Let me just pull up the troop calc for a second. So this is just proof that I use the troop calculator as well. It is that important. I am not going to second guess anything. I want these all to be, why is that changed? Oh no, that's okay. I want these all to be perfectly correct hits. Let me just change one more thing. Actually, I can take another. What is that? 283. Let's go 285. 132, 76. Great. I'm 133. Okay. So let's just set up my troops now just very quickly, and hopefully I'll make it before that dies. So we're 285. We are 576. 3250. No, that's 3250. This is the worst part about it, having to put in all of these numbers, but it is very worthwhile. Whoa, hang on. Why can I not take them? Oh yeah, because I put these out of sync altogether. So we're 6546. And Align Riders are 7186. Yeah, this stack was all over the place, so it definitely wouldn't have given me a good attack last time. 6433. 6537. Don't mind me, I'm just shouting out numbers here. I need to get right. 13243. And then 13118. And 13286. And lastly, melee specialists, where are you gone? Where are my melee specialists? Oh, there they are. Put the wrong one in. 14. The dead shots are 14583. And no, the dead shots are 14402. No, that's wrong. 14402. The melee are 14583. And the ranged were 13286, 13118, and 13286. Okay. Now go. And let's just go fast. I have no idea what this is down to now. What is it down to? 865. Go a little bit faster. 15 seconds. Am I going to get there on time? Yep. We'll get there on time. Here I come. 430. Oh, I might get a low enough hit here, actually. Come on, give me the hit. Way. And I died, but I must have hit that on 2-stack. Must have been 2-stack. Yes, it was. Excellent. That's a bit better. 129 billion. Okay, let me minimize this thing and go back to the window. Yes, there we go. So that's not a bad hit there. I managed to hit a 2-stack merc, which is nearly impossible in the game at this stage, given the size of the players in this kingdom. I'm happy bunny, and that has only given me one more personal event point. Okay. Yeah, if these points, event points, are so high, I haven't even gone that far, like 1-6. Anyway. Yep. And you leveled up again. That's all good. Anytime your hero levels up is a good time. So let me again take all my mercenaries back. As you can see, I am only reviving my mercs using sacred potions and or gold, and also my monsters. Even though the monsters cost more, they are better to revive than to have to create again, because dragon coins are like gold dust in this kingdom and in main kingdom. Okay, Path of Legend. We have a couple of those to collect. Oh, we got some more orbs. I'm really getting close to it. I might just be really forced on the orbs. Pursuit of Experience. Yeah, that was mentioned by Neve, and I will do that for sure. 1, 2, 3 rewards. I don't need any mercs. Okay, I'm still good. I think. Yeah, I am still good at the minute. Okay, so what else? Yes, Brian, how are you, my friend? Are you playing Seasonal Kingdom as well? Are you like us, I know it's gone quiet now. That's because everybody's playing their seasonal kingdom account, trying to get all their benefits, all their prizes from Forest Blade. What else did I get here? Legendary captain selection. We will take Wu Zetian. I have my few chests open up here. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's okay. I was going to use my resource selection earlier on to, in fact, that's definitely what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to take the dragon orbs now. So that's 5,100 dragon orbs. Let me see what my dragon is like now. So 5,100 will put me up to 65k, and I need another 10k to get him up to his next evolution. So I think that's what I'll do, actually. Or will I wait until I can get them all? Where else can I get dragon orbs? I can get them in. I think I've taken them already in the forest shop. Forest Whisper. I did, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, so I can take 3,000 there. 3 and 5, 9,000. I'll be very close. I think that's what I'll do, yeah? Then I'm not going to need too many to get my dragon to the next evolution. So let's take all of these in orbs. That's 51 clicks. What's your favorite event? Kingdom versus Kingdom, Neve. Hands down. Hate everything else. But then I always loved Kingdom versus Kingdom. So, yeah. Simple as that. And yours, my friend? Like everything else, just to be more precise, everything else is work, as far as I'm concerned, on KV, on Seasonal Kingdom. Everything is just work. It's like, oh shit, I have to hit another epic. Oh, here's another epic. Oh, I need points. Oh, I need Valor points. Oh, KVK is it's just fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. I like jumping around the map. I like evading attacks. I like swapping banners out. So yeah, hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, if they could take this KVK from Seasonal Kingdom and put it into the main, I would just every Kingdom versus Kingdom, I'd be there like a happy puppy. I'm ready. Throw the stick. I know, I don't like that. Not that I don't like it. It's just no. That just I could leave that blue lava event. It's like the so you like the lava event then in Olympus as well, if that's the case, Princess. Would I be right? You're the sadist there, waiting for somebody to open a portal so you can smash them. No, I look. It's okay. But I like hiding away in somewhere, some dark corner of K1015, and I will speed up to a level 10 lava fountain. I will empty it in 4 minutes flat using my straw, and then I will retire and find another one somewhere else. And that's the way I get my points. There's a couple of guys in our clan. Yeah, sure, they love that. They just go mad for it. Did you see the tip I put up Reforest Renegades earlier on in the chat? I think, wasn't it, Neve? Let me just quickly look, because I can flag it for us. Bum, 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 bum. I'm still looking. No. Where did you put it, Neve? Oh, did you put it on yeah, I can't find it in the chat there. Did you see the tip I put up, Reforest Renegades? I remember you mentioning something about Forest Renegades, but I don't remember where you put that. Was it in the last live stream, or was it somewhere on the channel, on the YouTube channel, on a video? I'm sure that's not the only thing that makes you giggle. Yeah, you might know one of our members actually. Good friend of mine, Naked Boise. I'm sure you've seen him around and about. I don't know where he is at the minute. There he is. There's Naked Boise. That's our buddy, Naked Boise. He's getting a lot of giggles out of those events too. He likes to attack. Usually we'll end up with a couple of Neve or Princess. Are you in UFC? Tell me now. Tell me do. Usually there's a couple of lava fountains open up here. Not lava fountains. What do you call them? Blue goo. Usually there's a couple of them open up here close to our border with UFC. And it's a tit for tat. He attacks them, they attack him. He attacks them, even if it's on their side, they attack him. But that's because UFC were a major pain in our ass at the start of this game, and it's payback. It's payback. He just does it just for the fun of it. He's not even interested in collecting tar anymore. It's just to be a pain, right? It's a bit of fun. I didn't. Yes, it was earlier in the chat, or no, on Discord. Hit the cities Mercs only. Yeah, I did actually see that. And thanks for making that point. And I agree with you. And I have actually done that on several occasions. I tell you where I use Mercs only as well. Where does it show somewhere where all of the events are? What is the event? What is the event that you have to attack the green slime monster first to get your strength percentage up, and then you only have to hit one or two of the, is it Forest Wardens, is it? Yeah, it's the Forest Wardens. But what's that little slime thing? So when I'm attacking them, I only ever use Mercs, and that works a lot better because you're not having to retrain troops, etc., etc. Echo of Corruption, thank you. Yes, for Mercs, I definitely only ever use Mercs in that. When it comes to the attack on the Forest Warden, I will send everything, because I normally attack, I think, a level 40, 41 or 42 after getting the bonus up to 1,000%, and you get all your bonuses, all your event points, personal event points instantly after you do that. Used to play in UFC main, though. I do like them. Yeah, well, they're good. They are good. I was in GOB until yesterday. I'm done in this game now, so I'm helping a small clan. Nice, good stuff. Well, then we're on the same wavelength. I know you have a couple of alts around. Well, like I say, we'll have a chat during the week, okay? And we'll maybe come to some agreement, and maybe you'll give me a hand, okay? Legru, the lava event at Olympus requires a strategy and teamwork. In Seasonal Kingdom, the potion fountains is just a might contest. I don't like it at all, and I'd agree with you 100%. And yes, definitely Olympus event is definitely better. And here, certainly even now at this point in the game, it's just there's guys here that have got their G9, and I think they're just here to just piss people off, basically annoy everybody. But that's the way Seasonal Kingdom descends into the bowels of depravity, doesn't it, guys? Stephen, welcome to the channel. Thanks for popping into the stream. I hope you are titillated by the chat and fun that we're having here this evening on this Saturday of the 4th of July weekend. I presume it's a bank holiday in the US this weekend, yeah? Or did you have your bank holiday yesterday? Bank holiday basically in Ireland is a day that the banks don't open, so nobody opens. But look, lots of retail stores still do. But basically it's a day that you would get off work. You would get paid for by your employer, unless you're self-employed, of course, then you have to pay yourself. And it's just basically a public holiday, okay? It's like a public holiday. It's a bank holiday. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. So yes, is it a public holiday on Monday because of 4th of July? Or did you get that public holiday yesterday and now you just have today and tomorrow to finish your celebrations and then back to work on Monday? There's my question for you. See, it's not all one way here. It's not just you guys asking me questions. That was yesterday here in the year. I know it was yesterday. I know yesterday was the 4th of July. I just wondered, was it made into a long weekend, i.e. Monday as well, or is Monday back to normal? Stupid question. It's back to normal, right? What else? Oh, it was a bank holiday, I mean. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So you don't get Monday as well. It's only the day it falls on. So it's probably quite similar to our St. Patrick's Day. In Ireland, we have St. Patrick's Day every year, and if it falls at the weekend, if it falls on a Saturday or Sunday, you would get the Monday off work, regardless of the fact that it doesn't fall on that day. But if St. Patrick's Day fell in the middle of a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then basically it's a public holiday on that day. Boom, 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 boom. Stephen, are you playing in Seasonal Kingdom, my friend? I hope the sound, the volume, actually, just to touch on something while I'm here. So if you listened in full to my last 2 streams, I was up and down regarding a copyright issue that I was having. So the music that you're listening to in the background, and that was my question, I hope it's not too loud today, that it's okay, it's there, it's better than nothing. I could stream without any music at all, and you guys maybe, well, obviously you can, well, you can't. That's a question, actually. So if, I might do a poll on this, actually. I'll do a poll on the community page on my YouTube channel. And that is, would you rather my streams were just me speaking, or are you happy to have that little bit of ambient music playing in the background of my streams? Or do you play your own music while you're listening to my streams, in which case having me play music in the background is irritating or annoying to you? It's all about keeping you guys happy, because you guys are what make me be sitting here to enjoy doing what I do. And that is trying to help other players, because I'm beyond growing in this game. I've done all the growing. I'm not interested in hitting 2 billion or 3 billion might. Now is the time to help other players. That's why I do this. But yeah, I'll put that in the community tab and ask the question. And I'd be very interested to hear the answer. So if you get a chance, please drop into the community tab on my YouTube page and answer the question that I put up probably this evening or tomorrow, or if I'm too busy, it'll be Monday. You can't hear any music. Neve, this distresses me. You bet you can hear it now. Mind you, it's a bit dross. Let me just put something else on. Next. This is supposed to be rock. Anyway, I'm using an application called Epidemic Sound. This is not an advertisement for Epidemic Sound. Never will be an advertisement for, and I'm not giving them any more advertisement on this channel, because I had a bit of an argument with them. They slammed a copyright claim on a video I did recently because another application that I use to be able to make my videos that gives me overlays. And what I mean by an overlay, it basically, can I point to that actually? No, how do I point to that? It basically, I can put like color sources to cover chats, etc., etc. Anyway, and me being on the screen here basically is all done with overlays. So that company that I purchased the application with gave me a year's free membership with Epidemic Sound. That entitled me to be able to play any of this copyright-free music on my channel while I was either making videos or streaming. However, they put a copyright claim on 22 tracks that were in one of the videos on my channel afterwards. And there was many emails went to and from me with the company who does the overlays, asking them why I got blocked, and then with the company that I'm supposedly a third party member of. Anyway, long story short, we got it sorted and all is good now in the hood, but sometimes their music doesn't really add up to what it's saying. So let's see if we can get something else. I like something a bit more rocky. Not Rocky the Boxer. But yes, that music's too loud now. Probably leave, is it? Let me just go back now. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. You back. And where is my... There we go. Yes, it's there now. But is it too loud? Please tell me do. This red wine is my poison for the weekend. I do like a glass of red wine. Sticking. Yeah. I couldn't do that because I would definitely get flagged copyright then. Without the Dubliners permission, I wouldn't be able to play any of their music on. So that's why you listen to this music. This is copyright free music. In other words, it's music that has been allowed to be put onto this channel. And yeah, that's why I'm able to play it. Okay, so I think we have probably reached a point where I will cull tonight's stream. I will be on, drop this sound down a bit so you are not deafened by it. I will be back on live stream again. I couldn't. Discord would be hysterically awful. Could you imagine if we could actually sing along here? You couldn't Discord. It would, yeah. That would be a catastrophe for sure. Mind you, I can hold a note. I used to sing a bit. Oh, there's somebody opening a portal. Go on, then I'll do a quick attack if I get a chance. It'll probably be gone. It's gone. Yeah. Yeah, so look, I think I will run an end to this stream. I will definitely be able to do this for a little bit longer next Saturday. I will start a little bit earlier. I hope to run from probably 6 until 9 or 9:30. So it'll be about a 3 hour or 3 hour and 30 minute stream next Saturday. As I say, I have family commitments this weekend, so I can't run on too late. And so, yeah, I just realized the time now, so I'm going to put an end to this stream. Thanks all for joining. Thanks for your messages. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for your help. And I will look forward to seeing you live again on Monday. This coming Monday, midday Irish time. Wednesday, again, midday Irish time. Although I might change the Wednesday one to an evening time. Let me have a think about that. Just so as I can get the US, because I know there's a lot of people in the US who join these streams. And I think it would be better for you guys to be able to be a part of it. Because obviously the feedback and the chat is important too. I enjoy your company and I enjoy you joining in the chat here. So yeah, for this one, I thank you all for joining. I thank you all for your comments, your help in the channel. Thanks for bearing with me. And until the next one, I thank you. And have a good weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. But for now, Curf, peace out. Thanks, guys. Been fun.